What's going on, guys? This is Burrs, and today we're going to talk about the 2018 Concealed Carry Review. So as you've seen over the years, I've come out with this Concealed Carry Review. My last report was in 2016, where I did a report on are concealed carriers dangerous. And it makes more sense to actually take the most up-to-date stats and just make a report every year. So this one's for 2018 because those are the only statistics that we have, as we're not done with 2019 yet. So I took statistics from 8 states, which reviewed 5.6 million concealed carry permit holders, and my curiosity was, are they violent or not? Now the reason I asked that question, and I went into the study curious of that question, is because you see some things out there in commercials, on social media, that concealed carriers are dangerous. I even have a video on concealed carry killers where people are saying that concealed carriers are dangerous and they're killers and they murder people, and having people protect themselves with concealed carry permits is a dangerous thing. But as I saw with these 5.6 million concealed carriers I reviewed across 8 states, is that over 99% are not convicted of violent crimes. So how did I come to that conclusion? Well, there were 8 states that had very detailed specifics, but 3 of those 8 had very detailed specifics where they showed the actual convictions for a crime and being convicted of that crime for concealed carriers. 5 of the 8 states did not have that. So what I did was I took those 3 states and I took the number of convictions of violent crimes, and I took that against the revoked licenses. The reason that is because concealed carriers have their permits revoked because of violent crimes. That's one reason. There's many different reasons, but one is because they're convicted of a violent crime. So when I looked at those 3 states that had very detailed documentation and statistics, I found a very close range of that percentage. So of the 3 states, one state had 9% of their revoked permits were because of violent crime. Another state had 14%. But when I took those 3 states and I did an average, it averaged out to 12%. So what I did for 5 of those states was I used that 12% number of their revoked licenses, which they provided that number, and I got their convictions of violent crime based off of those 3 states that showed a very consistent number of revoctions, which is not a word, of the number of permits that were revoked in relation to violent crimes. Now I see a lot of polls out there, many different polls for many different reasons, and they basically go off of like 700 people surveyed to maybe 3,000 at the most, and they use those statistics to say things like 90% of the country wants universal background checks. But the poll is only for 2,000 people, or 1,600 people. This goes over 5.6 million concealed carry permit holders that are out there. Now, there is some range of the total number out there. No one knows the exact number, but the range comes out to average about 17 million concealed carry holders in the country. So we, in this report, have done statistics on 1/3 of the concealed carry population, the permitted concealed carry population in the country. 5.6 million people is an amazingly awesome sample size. So right here is the report. You can find a link to it down below, which goes to my website. This is the report. It's of 8 states. They include Texas, Ohio, Florida, South Carolina, Kansas, Minnesota, and Michigan. Now, one of the more interesting things that we found in this review that we did was comparing driver's licenses that have a suspension, so how many driver's licenses are suspended per year, versus how many concealed carry permit holders are suspended. Of all 8 states, they all showed the number of suspensions for their concealed carry permit holders. And what we came to the conclusion of was vehicle drivers are 62 times more likely to have their driver's license suspended compared to a concealed carry permit holder. So that in of itself shows that concealed carry permit holders are an exceptionally law-abiding base. So how we got to that number was we took 3 states that I could find details for in relation to licenses, vehicle licenses being suspended. And we took those 3 states, which is Florida, Texas, and Minnesota, and we compared it to Florida, Texas, and Minnesota's concealed carry permit holders that are suspended. And we found that that rate is 62 times more likely a driver's license in those 3 states will be suspended versus a concealed carry permit holder having their concealed carry license suspended. So of the 1.2 plus million violent crimes that are committed in the United States of America, of these 8 states that we analyzed, 1,961 of those were contributed from concealed carry permit holders, which comes out to about 0.15%. So you're looking at 99.85% of the violent crime that is committed in the United States is attributed to non-concealed carry permit holders. People out there might talk about concealed carry killers, where they're talking about concealed carry permit holders killing people at a rapid rate, or many concealed carry permit holders are killing people and they're very dangerous. But if you look at Texas, they have 1.3 million concealed carry permit holders, and last year only 1 committed murder. In Kansas, they have 81,000 concealed carry permit holders and 0 committed murder. And unlike the people on the internet who spew this fake news out there about concealed carry permit holders, right here are all the references in the back of this review. So, if you read through this, you can see very clearly from the data provided from the different state governments and federal government that concealed carry permit holders are an exceptional base of people, and the very large majority, 99+% of concealed carry permit holders do not commit violent crimes. If you're interested in this report, check down below. I'll have a link to my website, like I said, with this report on it. Check it out, share it, like this video, let people know. We need to get the word out there about these things because you don't want to have other people driving the truth with fake news. So until next time, guys, later.